दोस्तों सब्सक्राइब कीजिए मेरे चैनल को और बेल आइकन को ज़रूर दबाइए मेरे लेटेस्ट वीडियो को सबसे पहले देखने के लिए।
Oh, hi.
Okay, Gauri, tell me something. What made you switch from acting to a completely entrepreneur career?
I have always been a very creative person, not ambitious at all, zero ambition, which is not a good thing. That's how I started acting. Then, after so many years of acting, you start feeling that you want to do something more, but you not necessarily get those kind of roles to do. So, I have been very lucky that I have characters on screen. So, when I decided, that's when I started thinking. I did a lot of research, spoke to a lot of people, but I had to find something which would interest me and which I could do simultaneously when I was shooting also. While doing a research, I came across this thing called wedding planning. Everybody wants to be a wedding planner these days. I started working on it, found out information, did a lot of research, and then I was like really excited and okay, I finally found what I want to do. And then I called my friend Pallavi, who was a very close friend, and because this is something I couldn't do it alone since I would also be shooting, so I decided to get somebody as a partner with me, and I couldn't think of anybody but Pallavi. And I called her in the night very late, and I said that this is what is happening, and she's also very creative and always wanted to do something different. Didn't want to do a 9 to 5 job. So I called her. She didn't give me an answer. She said, "Okay, let me sleep over it. I'll speak to you in the morning." She said that, but within 20 minutes, I got a call from her saying, "Let's do." And it was very, very exciting. We started doing our research together, this, that. We did small events, a couple of engagements. Everything went off superbly well, and everybody was so happy. Didn't obviously make much money because that's, was the beginning.
Yeah.
So we happened to meet somebody. That person started talking about exhibitions or pop-ups or getting designers from all over India under one roof. And that time when we started about 3.5 years ago, it was something which sounded really, really interesting and something which we would want to do. But again, we had just gotten into wedding planning and we only thinking about something different because that was a off season going on for wedding planning and nothing much was happening. That time we said let's start in between till we get our next project and then we'll see how it goes. So we just had 3 weeks because after that 3 weeks even exhibitions or pop-up season would get over. And within a week's time, we decided everything. We decided to do a pop-up. I'm sure anybody else in our shoes or at our place wouldn't have done this. Won't have taken such a huge risk. But we did it. And in 3 weeks, we got around 50 designers from all over India, the best of designers. And we started at Bungalow 9 in Bandra. And it was a super duper successful show. There was no place to stand. It went so well, totally unexpected, and that's how we started. Of course, after that, wedding planning never happened again because we got into this and it went so well. And then we started planning more shows, and touched by God's grace, they've been going very well. It's been almost 3.5 years that we're into it and doing shows. So I end up shooting also. And then I'm working on the shoot. I'm calling designers, speaking to them, planning our shows.
Okay, so tell me something. Most of the actresses and everybody, or even in general also, many of them think of switching from one career to the another when they become parents. Thinking when they become mother, thinking, okay, let me now look for a different career where I can give more time to my children. Was that also a reason?
So basically, when I became a mother, I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to be with them for at least 5 to 6 years. I didn't want to do anything. So that's exactly what I did. For 5 years, I did nothing else but to be with them. And I enjoyed every minute of it. When once they turned 5, I took up a show because that age I thought was okay. I used to shoot for 8 hours a day and that was working out perfectly well. So I did that show. Then again, I took a sabbatical. That's when we started Naughty Tales. Then after a gap of 2 years, I did a show again, which required me to give them more time than 8 hours. So I used to shoot for 15-20 days a month, but my kids hated it because they were so used to having me around. They didn't like the idea of me shooting. Of course, as they grow, they will understand things.
So was that also a reason for Naughty Tales to?
Yes, one of the reasons was that. But now what I'm doing is I am also I'm shooting and doing Naughty Tales. But then I get to do Naughty Tales work while I'm at the shoot, so I don't end up spending or wasting extra time on it at home. So when I'm home, I am with them most of the time.
Does your work of Naughty Tale gets hampered when you're shooting?
It does to a certain extent, and I really feel bad for my partner Pallavi because then she has to do most of it. But then again, when I'm not shooting right now, then try to finish as much as I can so that the whole burden doesn't come on.
Okay, Gauri, tell me something. Being a celebrity, when you started Naughty Tales, was that a plus point for you?
I don't know, I think it works both ways because there's certain things you can't do. I had a huge issue about calling up designers and maybe convincing them to do the show. But I guess as time progresses, you get over it. And now the whole time what I'm doing is speaking to designers. See, Bombay people don't really care whether you are a celebrity or a film star, whoever, you could be anybody, they don't care. But yes, out of Bombay, it makes a huge difference. They get excited when they come to know it's me, I'm calling. It doesn't always work, it helps.
Same, being a celebrity, so the social media helped you bringing in the client?
Now I would say everything is about social media, though I am very media shy, but I am also making an effort to be more on social media, to be more active because that's the need of the hour. You cannot do without it, especially when you have a business or you're doing anything on your own. So I guess you don't have a choice.
What kind of support has Hiten been for Naughty Tales?
He is, as a guy, as a husband, he's extremely supportive in everything I do. So I think before I reach the pop-up, the day of the pop-up, he's there. Or if I have to leave for any reason, if I have to reach there before time, he will make sure that he comes with me and be there the whole day and take pictures with people and entertain them.
Oh, wow.
So I think they look forward to meeting Hiten more than me being there or the show, which is a nice thing.
अरे क्या यार ये लड़कियां ये हमारे स्टॉल की लड़कियां ये दूसरे लोग के स्टॉल में शॉपिंग कर रही हैं. How's it going for you? Okay. Very good. I'm happy for you. Good. I believe everybody at all the shops tell me that we are sold out. It is so good.
So that's how he is, and he's always been like that.
So do you have any show coming up now?
Yeah, we have a show coming up tomorrow in Bombay at the Blue Sea. So that's the first show of this season. Then we have it in Ahmedabad on the 16th of Feb, and then in Delhi on the 27th.
So this happens throughout the year?
So basically, there are a few months like April it will stop, and then we start again July end. So a few months of break, which helps us also. We can do other things and plan our next shows.
How do your workplace works? Your workshop, your tailors, your masters, because you have your own product. Or yes,
yeah. We have our own label also by the same name, Naughty Tales. Whenever we have a show, we also have our own stall in the show where we get to showcase our stuff. We also have a website, but we don't have a office as such because even for Naughty Tales as a label or Naughty Tales organizers, we don't really need an office. We don't have people who work for us, only for the simple reason we really tried, but we haven't really found anybody who would do the job as well as Pallavi and I do. So we've just given up now. So everything for the pop-ups and for our label, Pallavi and I do it.
So everything has a personal touch of yours.
Yes.
That's
yes. And then there's no confusion. Designers also prefer it that way. Clients prefer it that way. So it works for us. It's just a lot of work, hard work during the that particular month, but it's okay. We manage it.
Are you looking at coming up with a boutique or something of yours?
Right now, no, because like I said, social media is so big now. Nobody really needs a boutique anymore. You do exhibitions, your presence is online, Insta, Facebook, people buy stuff on Insta, Facebook. I think it's more than enough. And right now we are not that big. We are still small. We have our own clientele, so having a boutique is definitely not going to help us right now.
So Naughty Tales is a label where you have your own clothing brand. Plus the exhibition, is it under the same label or you have
So it's the
bifurcated?
same name, Naughty Tales. And where one is we plan events and the other one is Naughty Tales the label.
So if anybody wants to, like for your clothing brands, yes, they can go on social media. But if anybody wants to approach you for exhibitions and all those things, so how do they come about?
So they directly message us on Insta or Facebook, or they get a number and they call us.
So basically these exhibitions are like a small version of a flea market. So are you looking at making it bigger? Have you tried it?
It's not exactly a flea market. We like to give it a feel of the flea market looks wise. Flea market is different. It's like the little flea where they have clothes, food, drinks, everything together. We don't try to do that. Our main focus is fashion, like clothes, accessories, bags, shoes, maybe a little bit of food.
So you
But-
do it all across India?
All across.
Have you ever thought of doing it abroad also?
Yeah, so we are working on that. Places like Singapore, Dubai, Hong Kong, very, very good right now. The market is very good. So we'll plan that. It's all in the pipeline.
While doing Naughty Tales and your work, has your motherhood suffered? Like, is it that it was difficult?
See, little bit, it's bound to happen. Though I, like every mother, I definitely try to make up for it. My daughter has just threatened me day before saying that I'm going to delete your WhatsApp because I'm only on the phone. But she also, that was a joke. She also knows that it's only because the shows are so close and I'm constantly in touch with the designers and coordinating with them for every small thing. So they also understand. So whenever I go to Delhi for a show, I take them with me because my best friend lives in Delhi. Plus Pallavi is from Delhi, so she has a house. So it's a small break for them also. So as always, they are traveling to Delhi with me on this show with their best friend who's Pallavi's daughter. So they are very happy.
Which profession you like more, the acting or the Naughty Tales?
So you basically can't compare. Naughty Tales is, of course, I'm the boss. I don't work under anybody. It's according to my convenience. But of course, you cannot compare acting to anything else because that's totally different. It's a different high. So I like to do both.
When you're acting, there's a lot of luxury, a lot of pampering and a lot of things which doesn't happen in Naughty Tales because, you're just working hard under the sun. So does that sometimes pinches you?
No, so basically they're two different things altogether. Here, Naughty Tales, of course, before the show I'm sitting at home, but there's a lot of hard work, a lot of stress. So, which happens, I'm sitting at home and doing all the work, but there's a lot of work. I am responsible for a lot of people. When I'm acting, that doesn't happen. I just do my physical work is a lot more. But I am not responsible for anything personally other than my job. That's the difference. But I've always been very hardworking about whatever I do. So that way, it's okay. As in, I'm managing fine. I'm doing well.
Okay, Gauri, tell me, where do you see Naughty Tales 5 years down the line?
5 years down the line, Naughty Tales as a label, I see it maybe in a few very good multi-store designer stores. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping that happens. And Naughty Tales as a event company or company who does pop-ups, I see there's a lot of growth which can happen in this. So I see maybe if you're doing shows in a year, I see ourselves doing maybe 15 to 20 shows in a year. Fingers crossed. I hope that happens.
Do you think also of bringing Naughty Tales to television and films and all as costumes, as clothes?
As of now, I don't see it happening. Like I said, the production is very small and everything is very small for the label. But yeah, of course, why not in the future if it happens? Nothing like it. I would look forward to it.
What is the USP of Naughty Tales? What exactly do you all create in Naughty Tales? What are your...
So you're talking about the event company, or
I'm talking about the label.
Our USP is we try to get designers who don't have a platform or who don't have a place to showcase their stuff. So we give an opportunity or a chance to young aspiring entrepreneurs or designers who are very, very talented but don't have a place to showcase their stuff. And I feel very happy about that. I take great pride in it, because at least somebody, I'm sure others are also trying to do that, but at least there are a few people like us who are trying to give them a chance to showcase their stuff and come up in life.
Okay, this was about your exhibition. What about your clothing? Clothing is it like the specific fabrics or prints or designs you work on?
Yeah, so we are very particular about it. Basically, we work with organic fabric, vegetable dyes. So we try to get our fabric from Gujarat. So it's sometimes very difficult to maintain the continuity in the sense color, the texture of the fabric, because when you using organic fabric, every time you get the than of the fabric is little different. It's not exactly the same. So I think that's a drawback. But when you use the fabric, I only use 99% of my wardrobe is organic. So I always believe in practice what you preach. So if I can wear that 365 days a year, then why can't you? That's what we are trying to do, get organic fabric from all over India and try to make clothes out of that.
Okay, and then coming up to the common man's pocket, how much does it pinch? Is it expensive or is it?
Yeah, so it is expensive because the fact that it's organic, it is going to be more expensive than the synthetic fabric you get in the market. But I can guarantee you it's worth our design is also different. They are very basic, but they are very interesting, and they are very wearable, and I can give you in writing that once you wear them, everybody will ask you where you got this dress from.
Are you also looking at bringing in young designers under the brand of Naughty Tales and exploring their
maybe in
things?
the future, not right now. We have our in-house designer who works for us. We give her the designs and she makes them. Like I said, we are still small, but yes, definitely in the future, I hope that happens.
So can we see some of your collections and
Yes,
some
of course.
Yeah.
So let me show you a few of the designs.
So basically, you all do a retail or you also do a wholesale onto it?
No wholesale.
Okay.
Just retail.
And the designs are repeated?
No. Every season the designs are different.
So you also do Indian and Western, or is it?
No, we do not Indian, but something like this. Not totally Western. Also in between.
It's a fusion.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So that is, please come tomorrow to Blue Sea in Worli for the exhibition. So you get to see Naughty Tales more styles and designs, and get to see other designers' stuff as well.